So guys, today it's all about XRP. I promised you that I would analyze the altcoins you wrote down on the comments in my videos. So I have put up a watch list of all the altcoins I'm going to review. But as I was analyzing the altcoins, I just realized how long this video would be. This would be easily over an hour long video, and I wouldn't want to make you watch all that. So today I'm only going to analyze XRP. And depends on the length of the analysis, I will then drop the others icons in a single video. So today let's do it XRP because this is simply the longest analysis. It takes the longest. I have the most to cover. So let's start actually. So on the monthly time frame, let's always look at the bigger time frames to then go down to the lower time frames later on. I started to count this chart at this low. The reason is if you go into weekly time frame, because all this area is simply a range since the existence of XRP. And the problem with all these coins when they're launched is basically that we don't have much price action, and charting weighing discount doesn't make sense at all, because this is when XRP got launched pretty much. And then we had here like a huge wick. I don't want to contain this as well because it doesn't make sense. But from here on, if you count this from this low, you can count an input to the upside, like we're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's possible, it's nice, you will take it like that. So if you then go into the monthly, because you can see it better from there, you have this labeled either a wave 1 or a wave A. So in both cases, you actually end up taking out this high. Because a minimum target for a wave C and then ABC would be to take out this high of wave A. Of course, we are now bullish because this is in an uptrend, so there's no reason to think that this is a corrective structure to the upside. So we take as a 1-2. The problem with this count is then the wave 2, because this is a range which can be compounded multiple ways. I have only one scenario here, for example, counting this as a W, X, and then a triangle in Y. The problem with this count would then be what I'm showing to you later on, is this move to the upside. But there are also other ways to count this as probably a bigger triangle as well. So there are ways to count this, but it doesn't matter actually how you count this range, because the most important part are the probabilities and the move to the upside, which I'm going to cover on at the later. So probabilities remain to take out the all-time highs, especially after this 886 touch we had, right? So the 886 touch, lowest probabilities, this is a 1-2. It's that simple. It says that this range is corrective, which it clearly looks like. Even if you don't understand anything of Elliott waves, this looks impulsive and this looks corrective. It's that simple. If you understand that, then it's simple to take out the all-time highs. So probabilities remain to take out the all-time highs sooner or later. So the smaller time frame count I have on the Bitget chart, because I have the volume here actually. So let's drop down on the daily time frame. Remember, this is the impulse we were looking at on the monthly time frame just now. So I have two main scenarios for you, and I will start with my main scenario, so the highest probability scenario, which is this one. In this scenario, I did not include yet this move, simply because it doesn't matter yet. It only matters if this move is finished. So in this case, you would then have an extended wave 1 inside an impulse, a finish wave 3 looking for a 4 and a 5. So an extended wave 1 already lowers the probabilities for the scenario, because most common impulses, the wave 3 is actually extended. But inside an extended wave 1, the things that you want to see is the highest volume as always being in the wave 1, because it is the extended wave, And inside the wave 1, you always want to see the volume being in the wave 3, which we also have. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside the wave 3, we have the highest amount of volume, which we want to see. So this can easily count as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only thing that reduces the scenario's probabilities is simply the fact that this is an extended wave 1. It's that simple. So the invalidation for the scenario would then be hitting this high. Hitting this high would throw the scenario right down the toilet. Remember that. And also, in this scenario, probabilities are higher to take out this high because this structure is clearly corrective. You cannot count this as an impulse. You would then, because this is a 3-wave move, if this is a 3-wave move, you would have to count this somewhat as a diagonal. But then the question is, if this is a 1 and a diagonal, then this is your 2, and when you have wave 3, then you're looking at a more wave 4, and it all gets messy. So don't try to count this as an impulse at the downside because it's not. It's corrective. Simply meaning take out a high on the monthly time frame, the probabilities remain to take out the all-time high. So if we take out a high, probabilities even increase to take out the all-time high right away. So probabilities on the daily time frame remain to take out the all-time highs. It's that simple. With invalidation being this level. If we hit this level, this scenario goes down the toilet. That's why we always need an alternative scenario, which is my second count. So the second count is this here, where you are already looking at the finished impulse. So in this impulse, it doesn't really matter if you count this as a single 1-2 or as a double 1-2. I simply count it as a double 1-2 because yeah, it looked good. But we always want to stay conservative, so please remain with a single 1-2 at the moment, which I also will. I will remain at a single 1-2. Because in this case, you are looking to finish the structure with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything you want to see in the scenario looks good. Highest amount of volume is inside U wave 3, right? We made a yellow wave 5 on a low amount of volume, which we also want to see. But the problem with the scenario is the subdirect read count of U yellow wave 3. Because inside U yellow wave 3, you need to be able to count an impulse. So the easy way, which is the most, eye-attracting way, like the most attracting way to count this, is simply by putting it at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the reason, actually, why I have this as a main count. Because in this count, you would actually have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside your 3. Pretty easy, pretty simple. In this count, you would then need to somehow count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which doesn't look good in the low time frames. So that's the reason this is my secondary scenario. But I have to say it, probabilities for this scenario, they are not low. Like they are almost equally to the main scenario. So in both of these scenarios, you are looking for this structure to be corrective. So you're probably thinking, or maybe not, but I want to mention it. If you can count it as an input to the upside, and this here is part of a corrective structure, then you could count this as a 1-2. That's possible. That could be a third scenario, but the reason I'm not having it on the chart right now is because of this range. So a wave 2 usually is short and sharp to the downside. But this simply is a range. And a range always indicates it's a wave 4 and not a wave 2. It's that simple. Range for wave 2s, sharp corrective downs like an ABC for wave, ranges for wave 4 and sharp corrective downs for wave 2s. So here we're clearly seeing a range. So that's why I will count this as a wave 4. Right? Either this wave 4 we are seeing right now, or this wave 4. In both cases, you're looking to take out the high. The only differences are the invalidations. That's not important. Invalidation for this scenario is by hitting this dotted red line. Now the invalidation for this scenario is the hard invalidation is hitting 618. Now a wave 4 of a higher degree likes to retrace to a wave 4 of a lower degree. So we are right now either at this wave 4 or at this wave 4, doesn't really matter, but we are now at a higher degree wave 4. And your yellow wave 4, which is this box which I marked, is your lower degree wave 4. So as a higher degree wave 4, it likes to retrace to a lower degrees wave 4 range and ultimately don't break below it. If we break below it, it would also mean that we hit the 0.5, which is an uncommon target for a wave 4, especially for an extended wave 3. So that's my soft invalidation. If we break below it and take the 0.5, the scenario is soft. Yeah, it's soft invalidation. It's not a hard invalidation, it's a soft invalidation. Because likely this needs to hold this range, because this is the range of the lower degree wave 4. That's the range we're looking at to look for more upside. So what I'm doing now, or what I would do now, if I were, because don't get me wrong, nothing of this is financial advice, you all know it, do your own research, etc., etc. But to give you the most alpha, I need to tell you this. There are two scenarios I'm looking at. This one, oh, this is something I want to show you later on, and this one. So you could be looking at a entry here with the invalidation being this dotted line. If you want to take a little bit more risk and look for a better risk to reward ratio, you could also simply look for a stop loss at the 0.5, which would be a safer scenario, because if we go down here, you could simply add another position or add to your position or open a new long position. This is what I would do if we go down here, but it's not guaranteed that we're going to go down here, because if you're looking at the main scenario, yeah, then we don't go down here. It's that simple. So please listen to me. It's not bearish. I don't want to be bearish that we are going down. On the monthly time frame, probabilities remain to take out the all-time highs. On the daily time frame, probabilities remain to take out this high and to take out the all-time high, right? Probabilities ultimately remain this range is corrective. So everything indicates for upside. Everything. It's that simple. So if we try to count this range, there are just on the range of the monthly time frame, there are here also more opportunities. So I try to count it as a triangle. It is possible. It's not pretty, but it's possible. You could count it as a triangle in a wave 4. So your wave 4 would then end here, which is absolutely possible. Now the nice thing about the scenario is that you can count here clear impulse. This could be now your wave 1. You just entered the 0.5, 0.618. You had a pretty strong reaction of it, right? Look at this wick. We turned bullish. The candle turned bullish at the end. So it's very good sign that we could see F3 for 5. So the reason, because that this is still not a safe scenario, is that this could also be an ABC. And we're now seeing a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside, ABC, or maybe this is an ABC, WXY, right? To continue this range, simply said. But if you have your own confluences, if you look at your own trading styles, and you are seeing stuff that indicates that, for example, this low is protected, then this will be a great scenario. Because if you are looking for this impulse to be your wave 1 to then take out the all-time highs, you will have a really good trade idea by simply putting your stop loss below this low, because this would be the invalidation of this impulse. And if you count this as a triangle, it doesn't matter if this is a 1, 2, 3, or in ABC. In both cases, you are taking out this high. So this is a potential trade idea. I'm only saying that, not financial advice. But this impulse looks pretty interesting to me. As I said, probabilities remain to take out the all-time highs. Probabilities remain we are bullish on XRP. Probabilities remain we probably hit about $5 or more. So with that in mind, I would only look at longs. Honestly, I wouldn't even dare to short this XRP. I wouldn't dare to short it. We are still looking for higher prices. If we go down to this range, this would be a pretty good area to long. But the question is, are we getting there, right? So with that in mind, I hope you like my XRP analysis. So now the coins I want to share with you, the coins you will mention down in YouTube, in the YouTube comments. I will all add this inside this community coins watch list on TradingView. And these are the coins I will regularly update. And once I see a major difference, I will always share a video, because these are the coins you want to see. So I'll update you on the coins. So next is then probably Dot, Sandbox, Dodge, Say, and Ina. If you want your altcoin to be analyzed, write it down. Yours could be next. Bye bye.